Welcome to our podcast, Happy Household. We appreciate you listening in. Ben and I started this podcast to share some insights on what we have found successful and maybe what wasn't so successful. Our hope is that we can help each of you in some small way while getting to spend some quality time together. We feel the key to a successful relationship is trust and communication. Whether it be with friends, family, or significant others, open communication builds trust and creates a home that can become a happy household.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
Hey, honey.
How are you?
I'm okay. You're down and out a little bit today, aren't you?
We sound a little congested.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't sound congested at all.
That just sounded like you had drank a few before you did the podcast.
No, that would be like, it's okay. I'm a professional. I promise. Well,
The love of my life, ladies and gentlemen.
we got our new chairs.
We did.
We are
New setup.
New setup. Yep. So that's probably why we missed a recording or two, because we were still working on getting everything changed around here.
Yeah. So we are in the process of flipping our whole house around, moving the living room where the office and dining room were, and moving my office where the living room is. So I'm sure a lot of you have moved in your lifetime. If you haven't, God bless you. But it's a nightmare trying to move all the knickknacks and all the little things, and we're trying to just get settled in our new setup and trying to find a setup that works for us for the podcast. So it's been fun, but you can see kind of behind us here, my lovely fiance here has made us a hydroponic tower because he's brilliant. And
No, I just saw something on the internet and I thought that'd be kind of cool, so I tried
and you
it.
made it come to life. Don't shortchange your abilities.
I'm not.
You're a brilliant man, and you're very creative. And so we've got our little grow station here with our peppers, and we're gonna be doing some lettuce. And
They already sprouted.
oh, they did?
Yep, I've had them. I planted them 3 days ago, and they've already sprouted, which
Nice.
blows my mind. But
Yeah,
that works. That
he's
works out
been
great for
working
us.
very diligently on getting us moving our greenhouse inside so we can continue to have healthy food for the kiddos and us. And so
Yep.
I'm very excited, and I very much appreciate all that you do for
Mhm.
us, because some of it
It's
sometimes goes
all in a
unnoticed.
day's good work.
Yes,
sure.
but you don't have to do it, and you choose to, so we're very grateful for it.
Yeah.
So, but we figured we'd have a little bit of fun today. Shout out to all of our viewers. We appreciate the views, we appreciate the likes, we appreciate the comments. I do have a funny quick story. My sisters and I went wedding dress shopping today. Not wedding dress, but bridesmaids dress shopping. And it had been so much time since I had seen my sister Erin that I had forgotten that I didn't tell her that I had already found my wedding dress and all this other stuff on a whim, because my mom and I just decided to go to kind of check out what I may like. Never dreaming that I would find it, because I'm a very picky person when it comes to that kind of stuff.
You picky?
I know, right?
No.
Never. I'm usually pretty laid back.
Yeah.
Pretty laid back about things, but my wedding dress was the one thing I was like, I had a specific vision in mind, and then I found out they no longer make it. So that's why I ended up going and just saying, okay, I got to find something else to kind of put me on a path of what I'm going to like. But there had been so much time between us seeing each other that I had forgotten what I'd told her, what I hadn't told her. And I felt so bad. So Erin, I love you. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. But we were shopping for their dresses today.
She's just getting older and forgetting.
Hey. Okay.
Hey, I'm already past that point. Most of the time I wear a name tag just so I can remember who I am. Shoot.
Don't lie. Your name tag says bring to Amy.
It's just got my address so people can take me home.
Little address tag with a little safety pin. Long and short of the story, we had a great time. Love them very much. I respect them very much. They are amazing human beings. Erin and Jessica, I love you so much, and thank you so much for being a part of our big day. But we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of memories. We were talking about today. So in the light of having fun and keeping it light and fun, We are going to read a couple Reddits that we find pretty funny.
I don't know
So
if mine are funny because most Reddits, you can find some, but some of them are not so funny. But,
I found a couple that were pretty funny.
well, there we go. I like it.
So do you want me to read them or do you want to read
Go
them?
ahead and go first.
All right. So this one is just a quick, simple, funny marriage moment. We always post such serious stuff here on Reddit. I figured he'd lighten it up a little bit, right? So it's called Funny Marriage Moment. Just now, I dreamt my wife and I were in a combat zone.
Oh, she dreamt. Okay.
He dreamt.
Yeah, he dreamt.
There were enemies hidden behind a dumpster. My wife and I were engaging them with automatic rifles while I talked in my sleep, so my wife says. Then in my dream, they threw a grenade at my feet. In real life, I yelled, "Grenade!" and launched myself off the foot of the bed, landing full force on my side and right shoulder. In my mind, I was jumping on it to save her. She started dying laughing, and I scared the hell out of the dog and cat, who ran out of the room. Just another day in our nutcase household.
Almost sounds like this household.
I know, but that reminds me of the time that we thought somebody had come in the house. Do you remember this? No, you were at work.
I think, yeah, I don't know if I was part of that one.
You were on the phone with me. That's what it was. And I had just started to get ready for bed, like I was in the process of changing clothes and getting ready to get into bed. And there was a spider on the wall. And then it disappeared behind the TV and I couldn't find it. I am deathly afraid of spiders. And you are hysterically laughing on the phone at me, but I'm legitimately like shaking in fear because I cannot now see the spider.
Yeah.
So I had to put, and mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I was in the process of changing. I had no clothes on. Okay. And so I had to put my robe on. I had to go downstairs, but I had to walk past the area where he was at. And this guy was like giganto. Okay.
And probably the size of a pencil eraser.
Knock it off. That's not true.
It was this big.
Okay. It was bigger than that. So I left because I couldn't find it, and so I was like, okay, I have to go get the spider spray. I know what everybody's thinking. Just squish it. I can't see it. Okay?
You can't squish it if you can't see it.
Ben is hysterically laughing on the phone. I'm like, this is serious business, which makes him laugh even harder. So I finally get the spray. I walked in the room, and I still couldn't find it. I was standing there, so I was like, okay, well, maybe he just went out where he came in, right? So then I'm like, starting to get ready for bed again. All of a sudden, I turn around to go hang up my robe
Peekaboo.
on the back of the door. Someone decides to make a surprise entrance on the wall and then proceeds as I turn around. As soon as I moved, it moved, but it came at my robe. I'm like, oh,
It wanted to
heck no.
hide.
Yeah, well, I sprayed it with the entire can.
Now we have no more spray.
No more spray. But the spider's dead.
Yeah.
Spider's dead.
Probably a few brain cells from the fumes that were floating around the house, too.
I ended up having to take my inhaler because I sprayed so much of it that I forget that you have to do that with the windows open. My bad. And yeah, so I ended up like choking. But he was laughing on the phone. That's what that reminded me of, was that spider
Right.
story where you're like, you are so ridiculous. And I'm thinking I'm like in a combat zone with like, this thing is going to eat me before you get home and it's going to kill me. And you're like, oh my gosh, you're such an idiot.
Yeah. No, you're not an idiot. You just have arachnophobia, that's all.
Listen, I have heard stories that they climb in your nostrils and in your mouth and all the stuff in your sleep. No, you don't know it because you're sleeping.
They don't crawl in my nose or mouth.
No, Darth Vader.
Because I wear a mask when I sleep. Fresh air for me.
Crawl in mine, then you give them a blow dry. Jeez.
Yeah. So, okay. That was all that one.
Yep.
Okay. This one here is
Do you have one?
Yeah, this here is this here is not funny. This is kind of a serious one.
Okay.
Um, the poster says labeled it, "Am I overreacting to my girlfriend's open relationship rules?"
Okay, I can already tell I may have an issue with this one, but go ahead.
Yeah, and
Well, to each their own. I just mean
I'm sure we'll both agree on this one right
Yep.
off the rip. This is the poster is 25 male. Very early in the relationship with my girlfriend, 25 female,
Mhm.
she told me that she had to be in an open relationship. I hadn't been in one before, but I was willing to give it a try. And it was clear when we were talking about it that neither one of us could sleep with whomever we wanted.
Okay.
I said, "Okay. I've been dating we've been dating for 11 months, and over time I really started to love her. I know she has quite a few of very casual partners, but none but no other serious relationships. I actually so he says I actually didn't have any other partners, though cuz I was very happy with being with her." I mean,
Okay.
that sounds
Yeah.
about right,
Okay.
right?
So she's sleeping around, but he's not.
Yeah, he's not.
Okay.
I mean, he has the opportunity to, but he doesn't
He chooses not to. Yeah.
because he just hasn't had the opportunity.
Yep.
Uh, then 2 months ago, I was drunk. Oh yeah, that always wins well. It's because 2 months ago I was drunk, and I met a girl at a party, and we slept together. I didn't think it was going to be. I didn't think I was doing anything wrong whatsoever because it's open relationship,
Mhm.
right? So when it came up with my girlfriend, I didn't try to hide it, but she was very upset. She said she was she said it was disrespectful for me to do that. I was
Okay.
kind of shocked.
Hold up a second. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're telling me that she had an issue with him sleeping with somebody when she was already sleeping with multiple other people?
Yeah, I could tell you right now that this dude is
I just want to make sure I'm
Yeah.
following. Okay.
so she has people she sleeps with.
But she gets mad that he slept with one person.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe there's rules. Maybe it has to be picked. I don't know. I don't think it goes in. We'll see because I don't think there's any other details here anyway. But we'll check it out. Um. So he didn't try to hide it, which I guess that would be a good thing because hiding it would have been an issue. Uh, she said it was disrespectful for me to do that. I was kind of shocked. I'm fine with not sleeping with other people, but the problem is now she's like paranoid and controlling ever since then. Like accusing me of looking at other girls or flirting with them all the time. Always looking at my phone, wanting to check up on me, uh, or wanting me to check in with her like every hour when I'm out and let her track my location, etc., etc. It's really bothering me. So basically, she wants to have an open relationship only on her side. She says she loves me and should be loyal to her. But when I bring up the rule doesn't apply to her, she gets angry. She says that so many women are not satisfied within their relationship and she's not going to be one of them. And I'm going to hold her back, etc., etc. I get, he says, I get it doesn't feel right. I love her a lot, but I'm seriously thinking about breaking up with her. Am I overacting? No, I'm not even going to finish that. No, you're not. You're not overacting. She needs to go. She needs to go. Any kind of, when it comes to open relationships, if you can make it work, that's your choice. I, I don't I don't necessarily see open relationships ever working with anybody
Mhm.
because they just don't. It's disrespectful. It's
Again, to each their own. whatever choice is yours is yours. I don't think that they are right. I don't agree with them because how can you build trust in that type of relationship? Like
Yeah.
if especially in like this situation, she wants it on her terms only and she doesn't want him to have the same privileges she has. That's not fair.
No, it's not.
And it's almost demeaning to him. And no, you are not overreacting in the least. You deserve better than that. You deserve somebody that wants to be with you and you alone. Yeah, I'm cut her loose, bro. Cut her loose.
Yeah.
Like, know
I
your
mean,
worth.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if she can make both the rule apply to both of you,
Mm-hmm.
and that floats your guys' boat, I don't think it will work very well. But I guess I don't really know a lot of people. I know a few people that have been in those, but I don't think they ever made it work either. So no, let her go. Gone. Bye.
Yeah. We'll have to see if there's any updates on that because,
Yeah.
yeah, no. I'm not about that life. Do you have any other ones?
No, that was the end of that one. If you got one, go.
I'm not sure I want to read this one.
No, why not? Okay, how about
Okay.
this? Oh, got one? Okay.
Yeah. So it says, this one is I love my husband's sense of humor. I'm sure you'll have some comments on this. Okay. So there's a picture of like safety outlet covers, and there's like a background. It says, first, for some background information, I'm a teacher. I teach high school. A few days ago, while I was out of my classroom for professional development, one of my students stuck a paperclip in the electrical socket. Mind you, she teaches high schoolers. My sub said she saw a bright flash and there were sparks. The kid was badly burned and shaken up. His parents were called and actions were taken. The kid's dad is an electrician and both parents were appalled by the event. Oh boy. No one blamed the school. And we all agreed that the kid is too old to be pulling this crap. Fast forward to this afternoon. My husband comes home with these and says, for your classroom, as he hands them to me. After 24 years of being with him, he still makes me laugh. Mind you, he bought her outlet covers for a high school classroom.
I'd have bought them all paper clips. I'm like, all right, who wants to try next?
This is why you're not allowed in school.
I would not be. Well, one of two things would happen. We would figure out who the smart ones were, or the population would drop off a little bit. It could go either way. I don't know.
What gets me about that is this kid's parent was an electrician, so he knew what was going to happen.
Not necessarily. I mean, like, I'm a forklift driver, and none of the kids would know anything about a forklift.
Yeah, but still.
I want to know. I think maybe the kid should have licked his fingers first before he
No,
had the paper
the
clip.
poor kid was badly burned. Like, I don't want to get hurt anymore, but I just thought that was funny that he came home with light covers for high school classroom.
I mean, that's pretty sad when you have to baby-proof a high school room.
Mm-hmm.
But although I would really have liked to watch that one. I mean, did he have was his hair sticking up? I wonder. Just
It doesn't say.
No, I mean
it just says he was burned and shaken up.
Well, luckily it was only 110. I've gotten bitten by 110, and it hurts, but I mean, it could have been worse.
There's a comment. There's a comment that follows. I love the stories, but the comments are what get me.
Okay, some of these comments.
It says, dude, teenagers are by far the dumbest creatures on the planet. They can also be incredibly intelligent and empathetic, but also so stupid. It's a wild combination. I'm glad the dumbass is okay, but damn, kid.
I would like
his
to
dad
ask
wrote
him.
that.
I'd like to ask him, hey, you want to try this again? Yeah, just to see if he'd do it twice.
Somebody else wrote, when my teenage boy is with his best friend, they completely transform into live action Beavis and Butthead.
My dad used to have a phrase. He used to say, one boy, one brain. 2 boys, half a brain. And
Yep.
3 boys, no brain at all.
Some-
And he's kind of true. It's kind of true.
Oh gosh, that's funny. There's somebody else wrote LMAO. Now that's how all his classmates will remember him. I'm sure the whole school heard about it now, poor kid. And then she goes into saying like she had a friend in middle school that kept lifting herself on and off
wonder
the
if they
table and
nicknamed
sitting
him Shorts.
Huh?
I wonder if they nicknamed him Shorts.
I don't know.
I'd call him, hey, Shorts, what's up?
Maybe. Probably a TikTok challenge about it.
Oh my gosh. We just did TikTok. We just did challenges, internet trends on the other podcast just last week. And no more of those.
One of the comments put LOL. Why can't I charge my phone, teacher? Oh, you charge something, bro.
He charged. You need to lick your finger and stick it in the phone port and while you're holding the paper clip. Anyway. All right.
My husband told me husband told me he's not attracted to me during an argument. Oh boy.
Got one? So I got one here.
No, you're good. You can go.
It
That was
says-
just a offhanded comment. Go ahead.
It says, how does your secure, healthy relationship look like on an average day? It says, I'm 39 female, coming to grips that I really don't know what a healthy relationship looks like, as I never saw it growing up. I wouldn't know even if it smacked me in the face. Well, if your relationship smacks you in the face, then you probably have other issues. Anyway, I want to know from you ladies, in a long-term, healthy and fulfilling relationship with the loves of your lives, what does your day-to-day look like? How do you express love to one another? How do you handle conflict and differences? How does your partner make you feel special, encouraged, cherished, and what do you do for them? How does it feel to be in such a relationship, especially if you've had a string of unhealthy ones? And most importantly, how do you know you are in a healthy relationship?
How do you know if you're in a healthy relationship?
That's a lot of questions.
What I got most out of that is a healthy relationship. That seems to be his theme or their theme.
Her theme, yeah.
What is a healthy relationship? To each person, it's going to look a little different because what you may need, someone else may not need.
Well, and you and I have talked about it on here and off of here. You're going to need a couple things, right? You're going to need respect.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to need trust.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to need communication.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the 3 major points. If you have all 3 of those,
Not just communication. You need honesty.
yes, but
that builds the trust. But I'm talking about like with communication, you have to have that open and vulnerable and completely transparent communication.
that would fall under trust and respect. I think. I mean, I try to use those 3 as a huge umbrella, right? That everything underneath those, and I got a feeling that this is not something that we're going to be able to break down in just, a few minutes, because this question is asking a lot of stuff. But, if you use those 3 as your umbrella, your umbrella points to your circle, you're going to have a fairly decently healthy relationship with those 3, because with those 3 will come up.
Good one for us to do next week.
Will come, and you know what? Maybe we can next week.
We'll
Maybe we
dive
can
more into
dive into this a little more. But those three things are going to play a major role in getting that healthy relationship where you need it.
Mm-hmm.
But for day to day, what do you do day to day? Sweet pea. What does that look like between the two of us?
To like for a healthy relationship, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a fairly healthy and fulfilling relationship.
I would
So,
agree.
so what would your day to day, based on the relationship, look like from
Why
your
would I
side?
think that we have a healthy
No,
relationship?
from your side, what would it look like?
Well, you built me a hydroponic tower because I wanted to grow my own food. I
Right,
mean, you heard what I said. You didn't just listen, but you heard what I said. You saw, okay, she's wanting to do this. How do I partner up with her to bring it to life for
right,
the family, not just for me, but for, you know, for the people that I care about the most? How do we as a couple bring this goal about? It's not, okay, my goal was to have a garden,
right.
but in your mind, you heard, okay, our goal.
Okay, yeah.
So it was,
You had a goal, and I put forth the effort to try to make that goal a reality.
yeah, but it was more about the fact that we were communicating and I was saying, hey, this is something that I would really like to do, to kind of pick your brain on how I could potentially do it. But you didn't just tell me and then leave it alone. You came, you, you made it your mission for it to become your goal as much as it was my goal.
Right.
You are out there every day. You're looking at the plants. You're making sure that they get picked when they need to get picked. Or it's not just, hey, this was her idea. I gave her the idea of how to do it and then I left it alone. It was really the feeling of being supported, no matter what the dream was, and heard. And in that support and hearing it, you stepped alongside and made my work your work. So it wasn't like I was pulling the weight of all of this all by myself.
Right.
That never crossed your mind to say, okay, well, it's her plan. She's got to figure it out. And I think that the other part of that is being vulnerable enough to say, you know what, I really don't like the way that this is laying out. Maybe we should try it this way next time. And you were fully on board with like, tell me what you feel, tell me what you think. And it's almost like there is no limit to what you and I can talk about.
No.
I know that there's no judgment on your side. I know that I am heard.
There
I'm
will be some
seen.
wisecracks, though.
Well, yeah, that just makes it fun. But I just mean like I feel very safe is the word that is coming to mind. But when I say safe, I mean physically.
Right.
But I mean emotionally safe to be vulnerable enough to say, this is what I need. And this also goes into, if you've ticked me off, I can tell you you've ticked me off.
Right.
And I don't have to feel like the whole relationship is now going to go into like, well, you did this. Well, you did this. Well, you did this. It's we both, and I feel like I do this on my side too, but we both will then take that back and reflect and say, okay, that triggered something into you. So let's figure out what that trigger was so that I don't step on it again. Because I don't want to do that. So
I only got 2 legs, and if I blow one off in a landmine, I can only get one more shot. And then you'll have to call me Stumpy Jones.
you know,
I got little legs.
wait for me. I got little legs. What do you feel like it is from your side?
Well, it's going to be the same for the most part on the other side, because you have a goal. I'm like, well, that goal is easy to do, so I can do that. So when I do that, like when I build this stuff, now you've got stuff that you like or that you want, then I get food.
Ah, there it is.
No,
There it is,
no.
everybody.
No, but I also know that if I don't build it right, if it doesn't work, or if it's not working the way you want it to work, I know that you'll tell me in a respectful manner and say, you know what, I don't quite like the way this is laid out. Can we change it? Sure, we can change it. I'm not gonna say like I put all that work into it. Are you kidding me? And I gotta do it all over. No, I'm like, you know what? I think you're kind of right. Let's try something different. Because if we try something different, it's gonna work. It's gonna have a different outcome, right? And I know that you are not gonna look at me and say, "Well, you did it wrong again." You're not gonna do that.
Most of the time, you do better than I do it, so it's fine.
And I think
I'm cool with admitting it.
I'm confident enough to know that even if I don't do it the way it works the best, no, if I don't do it the way if I don't do it the way you wanted it done,
Envisioned it.
yeah, or how you envisioned it, I know you're not going to hold it against me.
No, because I trust you completely.
There's,
I trust your mind.
Yep.
I trust your ability to come up with something that's going to work. And ultimately, as long as it works, I don't care. It doesn't have to be exactly the way that I expect it to be. No. First of all, I want your creativity to be a part of it because it makes it ours.
right.
But you have an innate, especially when it comes to building things. And hopefully I do this. I try to. If I need something to be built, I don't just expect you to build it. Teach me.
Right.
Show me how to do this. I'm there hand in hand with you if I can be, unless I'm at work, obviously.
And that's when I usually try to do my building.
Yeah. Yeah. Which sometimes it kind of, and we've talked about that, it's like, well, I was hoping you could teach me how to do this. And you're like, well, you just needed it. I wanted to make it and get it done for you.
Well, not only that, but our schedules are opposite. So when I have time
yeah.
to do it, you don't. And when you have time, I'm not here. So
Well, and on the weekends, we're so busy with doing stuff with the kids that it is limited. So I think a lot of that when we have the time,
yep.
that's another thing is we make it a point to have the time.
And so and we've pretty much covered the trust,
Respect.
the communication,
Yep.
and the respect to know that we can see something from different aspects and come to a mutual agreement that works best.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, then we start over. I'm like, well, that was cool. We learned something. Next.
Hence our greenhouse layout.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
RIP greenhouse layout.
Yeah, so and I still got to finish that yet, but
yeah,
it is what it is. So.
Yeah, but I do agree, and I feel like because we're both able to be that vulnerable piece that allows us to be truly honest and say, I don't think that's going to work the way that you think it's going to work. Can we try this? And the other one go, sure.
Right.
Like sometimes there's a little like, but I want to see if my idea works. I'm not saying that doesn't happen because that happens.
And sometimes I have the knowledge to say, I've tried that once before. It failed miserably.
But you will still.
I'll take that idea.
Not cater to me, but
tweak it just a little bit, so maybe I get a different outcome.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is because I need to sometimes see that it doesn't work. You'll do a quick rendition of whatever it is I'm asking, because you'll kind of know when I'm like, yeah, and I start to make that face. You're like, let's just try it, even though it's not going to work, and I know you've done this. Just so that you can comfort me in knowing that you're letting me make my own mind up, even if it's wrong.
Yep.
And not then throwing it in my face and be like, well, I told you, you dummy. You're like, okay, well, what about this? It literally just moves from, I knew this wasn't going to work. In your head probably is, I knew this wasn't going to work, but I knew she needed this. And that was more important than me being right.
And not only that, but even if I knew it wasn't going to work, sometimes it still might work.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm proven wrong. And that's okay. Like,
but
cool.
I think we said the same thing, is that's where that vulnerable piece comes in, where we're not afraid to fail in front of each other.
No.
Because we know that we're landing on a safe space and we're landing on a spot where we're not going to be told, I told you so, or you're an idiot, or any negative term you want to insert there. We generally, if one or the other of us fail at something, we land on encouragement and safety and trust and love and know that we learned something
Right.
together.
And the only way you're going to learn
Is if you
is
fail.
to make mistakes.
Yep.
If you fail, you're going to learn. And if you don't learn, then you're going to make the mistake again until you learn.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a very healthy and fulfilling relationship.
Mm.
And it's going to look the same from either perspective, male or female. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
a
And whatever
healthy-
whatever you guys' keys are to your healthy relationship is not necessarily going to be the same that is for he and
No,
I.
it's not going to be a greenhouse. It might be, I don't know, a shoe rack or shoe shopping or something. I don't know.
Jumping on a grenade in your dreams.
Jumping off the bed thinking it's a grenade. I wonder if he landed on the cat thinking it was a grenade.
I wonder. He said he scared the cat, but he didn't say he landed on the cat.
Well, I'd be scared too if I saw a full grown man jumping off the bed trying to land on me. Like, meow, no.
He said the dog was in there too. I wonder if
The dog was probably laughing like, yeah, jump on the cat.
either that or it really started to smell in that room.
He landed in a pile of dog poop. Well, there was your landmine.
Right?
A grenade.
There's a landmine, but not the one you thought of, buddy.
Yeah. So, well, I guess we might be able to do a little research and get a little more detail on that one. But I think that was a pretty good oversight, and I hope that one.
Yeah, we can follow up with some more like these. I like the Reddits; they're a lot of fun
Yeah.
to read and
It
great stories.
gives us a little different. It still keeps us within our niche, but it gives a little variety to everybody. So, and some of these people are just finding to laugh with, not at.
Yeah, we don't laugh at people; we laugh with people.
Yeah, what you said.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, with that, we'll wrap that
Yeah.
up. But I do want to say to you, thank you very much for all that you do. I don't think you get enough praise for everything that goes unseen, but we do appreciate you.
And I want to be the first one to say I really appreciate the safe space and the support that you give me in all of my lame brain cockamamie.
Got lots of mileage for you to fall on, honey.
I'm older. I have more mileage. Way
You have
older.
you may have more on the speedometer, but I got more miles.
No, I don't. No.
You're not hearing me, honey. I got more miles than you, far than you do.
You're on crack, lady.
I'm not on crack. I stayed in school. I didn't do drugs.
I stayed in school too.
And you didn't do drugs.
Yeah, no, I didn't do drugs either.
You're talking about a man who barely takes Dayquil.
Hey, I've been drinking that stuff like it was whiskey or something. Like,
And he still sounds like that, guys.
yeah.
Well, anyway, we appreciate you guys taking a moment to listen to our jibber jabber. We enjoy the time with you guys. We enjoy the time together.
Yep.
And we will,
Kind of digging the new setup we got going on here too.
yeah, let us know how you feel.
Oh, yeah. So, comment, share,
Like,
follow,
all those
email.
things.
Email us. happyhouseholdpodcast@gmail.com. And with that, we'll see you next time.
Bye.